Reports that Amanda Staveley-led consortium have bid £300 million to take Newcastle off Mike Ashley's hands. Newcastle have come back and said that is not correct, but they haven't denied there has been a bid, so we're not sure where we are quite with this one. But, Craig, as one of your former clubs, do you think that finally this sleeping giant can be awoken, is the question?
Look, Mike Ashley is going to sell the club. I just look at it from the outside looking in. If there is money available, if there's someone else out there who wants to buy a football club, please go and buy Newcastle United, because it's a brilliant football club. The fans, it just needs that lift, and if they could get that and someone's willing to invest in the squad, back the manager, they'll have a good time doing it as well.
Does it look attractive right now, Jamie, because of the manager that they've got there?
When Rafa Benitez eventually leaves Newcastle, it'll probably be a long time before they get a manager, or if they ever get a manager, with that sort of CV. A Champions League winning manager who's managed Real Madrid, Liverpool, Inter Milan, all these top clubs. So you think if you want investment and you want to try and push the club on, now is the time. Something has to happen now, because there's no doubt Manchester United beat Newcastle 4-1. Is it the most unexpected result in the world? No. But Rafa Benitez is up against Jose Mourinho. He was playing Champions League semi-finals and semi-final when we were at Liverpool against Jose Mourinho. He was at that level, going up against Mourinho and getting victories. He won't want to go there and get beat 4-1.
No.
And the problem he'll have is he doesn't have the players or the team to compete.
Not at that level,
but probably not even teams at the sort of top 6, top 7, really. And that's the problem. And how long, if that continues, if Rafa Benitez got an offer from a club maybe further up the league, maybe someone in the Champions League, chasing the Champions League, would he take that? Because he's not going to want to be going up against these managerial rivals that he's had for years and getting, going with, one arm behind his back, going into a big game, trying to go and win it. Really, losing 4-1 to Mourinho, we wouldn't be happy with that.
Craig, I'm going to come to you on this one. I'm not sure if Dr. Pepper is your agent. Would you be interested in the Wales job? This is the hot potato right now. Last time I looked, Craig, I think you were second favourite behind Ryan Giggs.
Do you know, I'd always be interested in it. Even now at this present moment, yeah, of course I am. And actually, looking further ahead, I'll probably be interested for the rest of my life. It's a job that I'm, passionately Welsh. It's the pinnacle for me. And I would definitely always be interested in that job. What do you think the key to getting that job right is? Well, the players, you're working with a group of players, the most successful Welsh players in the history of Welsh football. They got to the semi-final of a major competition. So the group of players are there. The balance of the team, young players coming through. You need someone who's been involved in a setup from a young age as well, so he knows which young players are coming through. Which I do. But at the same time, it's a good position. So I'm sure there's going to be plenty of people interested in, and rightly so, due to what the Welsh FA have put in place at this present moment, and the group of players you'd have to work with.
Is that job not just for you, or you think of the success Wales have had in terms of Mark Hughes, Chris Coleman, Gary Speed, going into that job early in their managerial careers, certainly Mark Hughes and Gary Speed. Is that your best opportunity of getting a big job, if you like, rather than starting, lower down the leagues?
Yeah, well, would it be realistic for me to go into a Premier League team? Of course, it wouldn't be there, due to where the Premier League's gone to at this present moment. Now you look, there's Championship. There's one or two clubs that would take a gamble, but then it is lower down, or it's working through the youth systems and learning your trade that way. I've done that. I'm still doing it now, which I really enjoy. I've worked with Wales younger age groups, so I've got a good idea of the system that's been put in place for producing young players at a young level for Wales. Been heavily involved in that and enjoed that as well. But
it's not a job interview,
No, I know that, but I'm just trying to get to answering it. Yeah.
Well, on that point, one of the questions that would be bound to ask you, what's your relationship like with Gareth Bale?
Look, I've played with them all. I've played with this group of players. I've also been through the hardest of times with these group of players as well. So we know each other very well. I respect a lot of them. and also I just feel it's just a healthy position at this present moment from a outside looking in. A good group of men, good group of people that I just see qualifying for the next tournament and qualifying for the tournament after that as well.
Can you organise a team? We may as well do the whole interview right now.
It was a quick question. Let's go in some more questions.
All right, OK. We'll watch that space. We'll throw British into this mix as well. Why are British players reluctant to play abroad these days? You want to kick us off on that?
Listen, a big thing, I think, is the finances in the Premier League now, richest league in the world. I think in the past, there wasn't that many British players, but it was always someone would go a big club in Italy, big club in Spain. I remember Ian Rush to Juventus as I was a kid, Gary Lineker to Barcelona. And yes, they were glamour clubs, but they also probably went for the money. You know, Ian Rush and Graham Souness both left Liverpool, who were probably the best team in Europe at the time. Graham went to Sampdoria, he went to Juventus. And I think Jimmy Greaves, went to AC Milan as well. I think always had really top players in the division, always had a little taste of it, but very few stayed there for a long time. They always came back, didn't they? But I think this day and age is the money's in the Premier League.
Premier League is the biggest league. And
is that why you didn't go?
Where could you have gone?
Yeah, there's a couple of clubs.
Which
one do you want?
Go on.
Do you want Valencia?
Oh, Valencia.
Marseille.
So maybe just after an up and down, we ran the channels.
Do you know,
there's a bit more football on there.
I come on here to help you out.
The last resort.
Yeah, exactly. But no, just the position where the Premier League is now. If you look at all the major players from all the leagues outside the Premier League all want to play in the Premier League. So it's everyone watches our league now. It's become it's so exciting. Finances play a big part of that. The wages as well in the Premier League are higher than anywhere else.
Is it regret, given those opportunities, that you didn't take one of those?
Do you know, just a life for a different way of living, to experience a different culture, maybe learn a different language. For the long run then of your career, whether it's going into coaching, management, I do look back now and say, and think to myself that, that would have been a good experience to take.
Here you go, Craig. To finish off, a little tap in for you. Who was the better defender? Carra 23 or Genev 2?
Who's asked that? Genev 2?
Take it wherever you like.
Do you know what? I remember playing against Gary when I was, very young. Very, very average player at that time. I was, not him. And I remember saying to someone, like, give me the ball, I'll skin him every time. And he remembered that every time I played against him. And I've got to say, some people question sometimes his ability. You don't know football. He was a brilliant defender. And I mean at his distances, his reading of the game, communication, being able to attack you as well. Gary Neville was an incredible defender. So I would just, and full back position.
It's the right answer. We ran out of time, Craig.
Jamie.